Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. I am pumped for today's video because we are going to be talking about fragrance. And if you know me, you know I love talking about a good scent. I have gathered a few of my picks if you are looking for something to take on vacation. Yes, this is probably just me wishing I was going on a vacation, and that's okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you a few of my picks that I think would be perfect to pack. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So we're going to dive right into these scents. I think I have something for everyone here, whether you like fruity, your more typical summer fragrances, whether you like something a little bit more mellow. I think I have the perfect pick for you. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's dive right in with what I think most people kind of think of as like a summer vacation scent. That's something that smells a little bit beachy, maybe a little bit like suntan lotion-y, but not in a bad way, in a good, cozy, yummy, warm skin, sunny day way. And this is Juliet Has a Gun, Sunny Side Up. So I just realized like I will probably be through this by the end of the season. And was it the last VIB sale? I was like, oh, maybe I should pick one of these up. But I think this one will last me and I can snag another one in like the next sale towards, you know, next spring and summer. So this to me is like, yep, it is that like quintessential coconutty, creamy fragrance. So I'm looking here on Fragrantica and they say that the top notes are vanilla absolute, amorous, and jasmine. Yeah, I guess you do get a little bit of floral, but don't be worried if you don't love the like jasmine. I don't think that it's like too strong. Yeah, I guess I do get a little bit of a floral, but it's so creamy. It's not like chewing on flower petals, you know what I mean? Like this to me, you get more of like the middle notes in here, which are sandalwood, coconut milk, orris root, and it does list jasmine again. And then the base notes are isoe super and ambrette muskmellow. So, yeah, it just is, okay, yes. It is like sitting on driftwood on a beach on a sunny day. Yeah, you've got suntan lotion on. Yeah, it's just that like you get a little bit of the beachy vibe, both from like, I get a little bit of that like woodsiness, but also the creamy coconut. It is so good. I really love this one. I like a few of the Juliet Has a Gun fragrances, but this one is definitely one of my favorites. I also have another one in here. Okay, so I wasn't quite sure where to place this fragrance. To me, it does have a little bit of that like warm, sunny summer day scent to it, but it's also like something that's a little more on the chill, like understated. If you're not a fragrance wearer that wants to be like, I'm wearing fragrance, if you just want to happen to smell good. Does that make sense? This one, wow, this one is Glossier You, and I was just looking on the Fragrantica website and I was like, it said like powdery and iris. I think that it was just like pretty basic. But to me, this is a little bit more, I don't know, it's just a little bit more complex than that. So on the Glossier site, they say that this has pink pepper right in the opening, the bright, sparkling, spicy top note that makes a good first impression. Then you get into the woodsy, slightly sweet heart of the scent that comes from ambrette seeds and warm, ambery ambrox. It's balanced with iris, a white floral for creamy freshness. So yeah, I mean, this is just like, it's a bit of cream, but you definitely get that slightly peppery note and a little bit of that like light floral. So to me, this is just that cozy skin scent. I think this would be great because it is light enough that if you are wearing it on vacation and it's super warm out, you're not gonna like knock people over. So I think this is also a scent that tends to like develop differently on every single person. It just has that like that unique scent for every single person. So I love this one. So if you are looking for something that really is appropriate for like any time of day, I think that this is a great one. And that's something that I like to have on vacation is like, I'll be honest, I usually take a few fragrances. If I'm gonna be gone for like a week, I would say that I probably take at least two. I probably take 2 fragrances. I'm trying not to be judged, but maybe sometimes I take 3, but I at least take 2 because I like to have something more like fresh and fun and something more sexy for like date night. But I really think that this could be both. So if you are a minimalist packer, you could get this one. And another nice thing about this scent, I have not tried it, but I know that they make a solid. So if you prefer to not pack liquids, if you're maybe just trying to take a carry-on, you could pack their little solid. I know that the solid was brought back by popular demand because a lot of people were requesting that it come back. So here is another fragrance that I think would be perfect for someone who wants something a little bit more subdued, but maybe something on more of the like fresh side rather than the like warm, cozy, spicy side. Like Glossier use a little bit cozier, spicier, but still like not like, it's not sickly sweet. It does have that little bit of floral. I don't know. I just talked about it. I'm not going to keep going. But this one is Commodity Moss, and I actually just have the little guy from the like Discovery set that Jeremy and I reviewed. So this to me is definitely more of that like fresh out of the shower, clean, but like slightly earthy scent. So Commodity describes this as having a green and citrus aroma of bergamot, oak moss, and petitgrain. And then it has a molecular cloud of musk. So this says it's vibrant and refreshing like a breath of fresh air. And I would say it really is more refreshing. And in the top notes, you're gonna get bergamot and isoe super. So of course that isoe super just kind of like gives it that, I keep saying almost like a je ne sais quoi, like a air, like air, like fresh air. And then you get the skin musk and then the petitgrain underneath. So it is just, it's very light, a little bit citrusy, just very fresh. It really is like if you were to use like one of those like fresh scent body washes, but in a way more like complex way. I really like this one. It totally grew on me. I think in the video I was like, it's really nice. This one doesn't have a lot of long-lasting power. I would say you're probably gonna get like 4, maybe 5 hours out of this, but it is just perfect for that like boost. I think it's also like a great mood boosting. So this is like what you'd put on if you've had a long night, you're trying to get up in the morning and perk yourself up and like get ready for another day of fun. This is a great one. Continuing on in the like fresh category, I guess I would say, this is Layla Lou by Rosie Jane, and I had the little like 4-pack sampler. I did end up also doing like a travel set where I got the full size rollerball from Sephora. I think I've talked about this fragrance several times here on my channel, but it's still such a good one. So the top notes of this are grass and nectarine. And that to me is exactly, I get that grass, and I never knew that it had nectarine, but that totally makes sense because it's that like, and it is not like, you know, when you think of like something that's like artificially fragranced, like peach or nectarine, and it's like that like gummy candy, you all know what I'm talking about, like the gummy peach rings. It's not like that. This is definitely like that, like, psh, and you see like the juices come out and you just smell that like fresh scent. By the way, this was me tearing open a nectarine. I don't know that I've ever had a nectarine go before when I've torn it open, but that's the vibe that I'm getting from this. So the middle notes are pear blossom and jasmine. You do definitely get a bit more floral out of this in that like dry down. So if you don't love floral, I don't know that you'd like this as much because there definitely is a bit more floral. And then white musk and vanilla in the bottom. But oh, I don't really get vanilla out of this. I'm just gonna say, I think it probably just lends a bit of softness to this, but I've never gotten vanilla out of this. I mostly just get like the grass, the nectarine, now that I know that that's what it is, and then like a bit of floral. It's really nice. This again is a fragrance that really doesn't have crazy longevity. It's probably again 4 to 5 hours, but it's a nice one to just like feel like, again, fresh. I just feel like this is more like sunshine, flowers, like romping through a beautiful garden kind of vibe, but not like overly like your grandma's floral perfume. It's just more of that like wet, grassy, I really like it. Am I selling any of these? I mean, I'm not trying to like sell them to you, but am I making any of them sound appealing? All right, here is a fragrance that I just have like the tiniest little baby bottle of, and this actually came in my Lucky Scent order, and I was really excited to try it because this is one that I heard about from Lauren May Beauty, I believe. I'm pretty sure because I heard about imaginary authors from her, and I think she like went through a bunch of different imaginary author scents, and this one sounded so interesting because if you watch Lauren, you will know she is big into fig fragrances, so am I. So I was like, yeah, I need to try this. This is Yesterday Haze, and this is definitely, it is almost everything I want from a fig fragrance. It's like that, it's a mix. So to me, fig can either smell creamy or it can smell leafy and green. And it really just depends on like whether it's like fig fruit, fig leaves. I've seen both listed before. This is like somewhere in the middle. I feel like it kind of has both. So this has fig, whipped cream, and then it has woody notes, walnut, iris, tonka bean, and fruity notes. So this is like so close to the fig that I want to smell. Like this is so close to like my favorite fig fragrance. The only thing is I feel like it's a little bit powdery on the dry down, and it really becomes sort of that like skin scent after a while. So I personally just don't seem to smell it much more. So it's like, I really love putting it on. At first, I personally get more of like the woody note at first, and then I get the creamy fig, and then it just like dries down a bit more into like a powdery scent. I really still love it. That's obviously why I'm putting it in here. I do think I'll end up picking up at least travel size of this, but right now I'm really trying to get through some of my fragrances, but this one is on my wish list. And if you're looking for something, if you love fig, if you're looking for something that's like a little woody, a little figgy, I think you'll really like this one. So now for my last like category, if you will, we have more fruity scents. And this first one is one that I thought was going to smell a little bit more like the Imaginary Authors scent, the Yesterday Haze. And it doesn't. It's still good, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. So this is the Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit scent. I've talked about this one on my channel too. This smells really good. It just doesn't smell anything like what I thought it was going to. So this is listed as fresh fig, bergamot, and plum leaves, and pear in the top. Oh, I didn't know about the plum leaves. The mid is handpicked jasmine, cyclamen, orris, and orange blossom. And then the dry down is amber, vanilla, plantifolia, and musks and coconut. So in the Ellis Brooklyn, like Instagram, sneak peeks, all the hype before the scent came out, they talked a lot about the fig and the coconut. That was like totally what they were like pumping up. So I was like, yes, that is going to be great. It's going to be like this on summer steroids. I really thought that that's kind of what it was going to be. However, the very first thing I get out of this is the pear. And I mean, you get the fig like kind of in the middle. Like to me, this is like Starburst. Like a warm pack of Starburst in your car with some fig and vanilla. like you left your groceries in the car for too long, and this is the scent when you open up your car. Again, like wow. I can't believe none of these fragrance brands have sponsored me. I'm really just like hitting it home with these scent descriptions. So yeah, it's like it's fresh, like you definitely get that pear. Like the pear at the beginning, which I think is to me what's smelling like Starburst, which I don't understand, but like it's definitely got that fruity. So it's probably like the plum leaves, the pear, obviously you've got bergamot in here, so you're getting a bit of more of like a citrusy scent. It's definitely like pear, random fruits, fig, and then like a little bit of that vanilla. I don't really get amber out of this. Like to me, amber's more like cozy. You want to like hug and snuggle something. This is more just like fun, kind of like cute girl next door vibes. Yeah, to me, this is not, there's no sexiness to this. It's more like fun summer day, like running around, having a good time. I really love this one. It just isn't what I thought it was going to be, but I do really like it. That's why it's in this video. Okay, another pear fragrance that to me has such a different vibe to it, like, and I don't realize it until I smell them side by side, but this is Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink. I've talked about this one before. So this one I snagged at such a good deal. It was one of the ones included, and I think it was like last fall winter Sephora sale fragrance box, like the bigger one, and it was truly such a good job. Like, this is, okay, if this is like fun, fresh, fruity, like lighthearted, this one is like a little bit more serious. It's the grown-up sister, a little more sex appeal. Like it doesn't have any like spice to it necessarily, but it feels a little bit more spicy, a little bit more syrupy, like maybe it was like left to like caramelize a little bit more. So this one has top notes of pear, middle notes of ambroxan, and then the base notes are musk and ambretolide. So, yeah, this just, again, like it's a little bit more syrupy. And when I say that, I don't mean like sugary sweet, like light. I mean that more like deep caramelized, but it's very, very pear, like it's like pear. But yeah, then those base notes come out and you just get that like little bit cozier, sexier vibe. I love this one. Again, this one is one that I think you could do day or night, or like you could do this one during the day and this one at night. That's probably what I would do because I'm a little extra. All right, one last fragrance. I'm not going to sit on this one long because I have talked about this one and talked about this one so many times on my channel. But if you are new to my channel, I don't want you to miss out. So those of you who have watched my fragrance videos before, you probably know I'm gonna be talking about Ellis Brooklyn West. I just can't leave this one out. Like, I've talked about this one a lot, but I just can't leave this one out because I always get so excited to wear this in the summertime. So this has top notes of blood orange, basil, clementine, and lemon. So right there, you know it is going to be very citrus heavy. This definitely has a bit of a sharp bite of citrus. So it's not like creamsicle-y. It's not like, you know, it's definitely more like wake you up citrus. So then the middle notes are pear blossom, ginger, and water lily, and the base notes are oak moss, vetiver, and amber. So I definitely get all of that. Like I get mostly the big citrus at the front. You do get like just a slight bit of floral and that like spicy ginger note, and then you get that like that warmth at the end, like that oak moss, amber, like it's so interesting because it starts out so fresh and then like gets a little cozier at the end, a little more naturey and a little bit warmer, like it's been sitting out in the sun, you know, like citrus. So it's just that very much like, and I always say like, it's sort of like taking a shower at your villa on the Amalfi Coast and you've got like the like citrus grove scent coming in from outside, and I don't know, that just like the beach, like, and I think that's more from like the oak moss. Like I feel like I just get a little bit of beachiness, but then you're like outside in the sun, warming your skin. Oh, it is so good. I love this one. You definitely have to like citrus though to like this one. That was a little chattier than I planned on getting, but we all know I love talking about scent so much that sometimes I just can't stop. But I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know if you tried any of these, or if you have a fragrance that you just always know you're gonna grab and put in your bag when you're going on a trip in the summertime. I would love to know. Leave it down below. Like I said, I am trying not to get too crazy with fragrance right now, but I definitely have some on my wish list. I need to kind of like go in, organize my cabinet up there, see where I'm at. And there's always potential if there's a good sale, right? So let me know down below if you have a favorite. Thank you, lovely, so much for hanging out with me today. It really means so much to me that you take some time out of your day to spend it with me. I hope you're all having a great summer season, and I'll see you really soon.